BAC TV presents Live to You in America, communicating through programs and services to inform, educate, enlighten, and enrich the entire world.
Hello, good evening, viewers. Once again, we are here back again at the BAC Studio, BAC TV Live stream, real time with AB. This evening, once again, another episode of our discussion about the youth and young adults. And we are here coming straight to your home, your office, wherever you are. Please join us and watch us live here. You can go on YouTube, subscribe to YouTube channel, and like the page on Facebook, BAC TV. Live and stream, like the page, and you'll be part of us, and you will join us as we go for another episode of discussion this evening. We've been talking about the youth and young adults, where we've now come to a place where we're talking about why they feel unloved. We've done a lot of discussions. We've spoken about a lot of where they've been neglected. We've gone through why they feel abandoned and all those things, and now we're talking about why they feel unloved. And I have in my studio again with me, nobody else but the visionary of YAMI, Youth Ablaze Ministry International, Evangelist Beatrice Abuaji, who is here with me once again in the studio. I want you to join us, bring your comments, share your views, share your thoughts with us, contribute to us, and share the video, invite someone, invite the youth, invite the parents to watch this episode of discussion that we're having. And we're also proud to announce to you that Believers Temple of Praise is one of our proud sponsors for this program. And also we have Destiny Impact, who are also one of our proud sponsors for this edition of BAC TV Live and Stream, talking about the youth and the young adults in this 21st century. So wherever you are, I want you to just join us. Please share the video, invite a friend, tell them to come listen to us. And also please contribute, share your thoughts, share your views with us as we get into the discussion of tonight's episode. Right here at the BAC Studio. Please don't go nowhere, and we'll be right back. And please share it.
Real talk, real people, real places, real things, real solutions. Watch BAC TV live stream, 7:30 p.m. sharp, Eastern Standard Time. This Friday, watch Real Time with AB on BAC TV live stream. Real Time with AB. This is a show you don't want to miss.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for staying tuned with us. Like I said earlier, we are here once again to talk about the youth and the young adult of this 21st century. There's a lot of them. They have so much capability in them that they have so much that they can bring to this generation. And therefore, because of that, we are trying to talk more about why most of them are being abandoned and dejected from homes, why some of them also run away from home. What are the reasons why they leave homes, and what are the causes of effect of emotional things that they go through when those things happen, especially at homes. And therefore, tonight we are here again at the studio, and I'm here with nobody else but the visionary of Ablaze, Youth Ablaze Ministry International, my wonderful guest, Evangelist Beatrice Abuaji. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, Beatrice Abuaji is the visionary for YAMI, and she has a passion for the youth and the young adult, and she's doing very tremendous work, excellent work, bringing these youth together, guiding them together, and supporting them, helping them, so that they know that they have something great in them. And she's doing a wonderful, 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 great job. She's been traveling all over the place and trying to get to the youth, and I know she has a passion for the youth. Let's say she's doing it all by herself, but viewers, please try as much as possible. Let's also support her ministry. Let's contribute to her ministry so that she can do this, successfully. Evangelist, you are welcome.
Thank you. You too.
You are welcome. Thank you. We are once again. I know we've been talking about the youth and the young adults. I know we've gone through so many discussions or series of topics,
yes.
And then we are here once again last week we were talking about why they feel unloved. What are the reasons why the children feel unloved?
Yeah.
Home, schools, society, and all those things. That's affecting them, and that is why most of them are being and doing what they are doing today, or they are where they are today because they believe that they don't belong.
Yeah.
And nobody accepts them. So they try to be on their own to do their own thing. So I know last week we started and we didn't finish most of the topics that you have concerning that area, and I want us to go a little bit on that, and then we'll move on to the next question. So once again, you are welcome to the studio.
Thank you. I don't know what's going on. I thought we are in spring, but it's really cold.
I know the weather is very nice for me. Yeah, I like this weather though. That's my weather. Yeah. So like we were talking about why the children feel unloved. Why? What are the reasons why some of them feel unloved from home? And I know last we talked about some of the things that they also see at home, things that goes on at home and stuff like that. Also, get them to a place of emotions and stuff like that. So if you can tell us, I mean, you've been dealing with the kids a lot. You've been dealing with the young adult, the youth. You talk to them a lot. And I know you have a lot of experiences dealing with them. And as a mother,
not too much.
As a mother, you've been out there,
Right.
you've heard them a lot, and also, share with us. Our viewers want to know, because some of the things, trust me, we might be even parents, but we don't know that we are even sometimes the cause of the things that they go through. So you share with us your experience with them, why they feel unloved, why they feel, neglected.
I just want to thank you for the opportunity, and I thank the viewers also. I will share, but the whole day there's a song that is coming to me. I don't know if I can sing it now or later.
If it's coming.
I wish I have heard. We missed the kids today.
I know. Yeah.
They are not here, and the song goes like this. My Jesus, I love thee. I know thou art mine. Also, you can help me. I know you can sing.
I don't have a good voice.
No, you do.
I don't have a good voice today to
just
sing.
hum.
So just sing, or maybe you want to sing it later,
I will sing, but you got to help me. My Jesus, I love you. I know thou art mine. For thee, all the fullness of sin I resign. My gracious Redeemer, my Savior, Adam. If ever I love thee, my Jesus, tis now.
Amen.
My gracious Redeemer, my Savior, if ever I love you, Jesus, my Jesus, tis now. Hallelujah.
Amen.
We just thank God for His grace and His mercies. Thank you, Jesus. Well, I sent you something today. I was really down when I watched it. It's a daycare that a lady was taking care of kids, and one boy and one girl, and they were beating them. I mean, the lady beat up the kid. It was so sad.
Wow.
So we want to bring awareness to parents who send their kids to babysitter. I know they have no choice, but something got to be done.
Okay.
It was really sad.
How they are being
The
maltreated?
lady, yes, beat up the child. It was sad. I mean, the boy, after she sent the boy to go, the boy was just, how do you say it? He couldn't walk. He was just going like this, back and forth. So that dawned on me that it starts from there. Sometimes places that we leave our kids, the treatment that they give, they treat the children, they maltreat them, and these children become afraid of even human being because they are so maltreated that, and sometimes they warn them, if you tell your mom I won't give you food, or, you know, and so some kids, they won't say. And sometimes fear can even make them feel dumb. You know, they can't even talk, they can't speak. And if you don't take care, that thing, abuse will stay in that child until that child grows, and still that child feels like he's not liked, he's not wanted, nobody likes him. So sometimes when they grow up, you see some people comes out nowadays after they've grown, and then they begin to confess, when I was a kid, this person abused me. When I was a kid, this person abused me. That's what it is.
Okay.
You know, so when I saw this thing today, I was really sad.
So
Yeah.
is that the reason why sometimes I see sometimes when parents are taking kids to babysitter, as soon as they hear, they start crying because
Yes.
they don't want to go. They don't
The
want to go
treatment.
because they can't talk, but the fear alone, because they know that when they get there, they're going to be beaten.
Yes.
So
So
that's
when
some
you
of
are
the reason
taking
why-
your kids to a certain babysitter and the children is hesitating or crying to go, think twice. Think twice. Because it brings certain kind of fear
Fear in them.
in them. And that's it. Destroy your child. Last time I was talking about how we'll be able to respect the method of
Right.
respecting the children. Yeah, and then I think I ended at giving more love to divorce home. In fact, I did interview a couple of young people, and one of them was saying that most of the time, people that come from divorce home are really feel sad all the time, because I think last time I said they even feel more pain than the parent themselves that are divorced. Because some of the marriage, even the parents, when you are divorced, you are happy. I won't lie to anybody. When I got divorced, I was really happy.
You were very happy.
Very, 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 very happy.
You were coming from hellfire.
But the children, yes. I felt like I was in bondage, and the chains, you know. So sometimes the feelings are like that,
Okay.
depending on who you are and, you know, what you were going through.
Okay.
Some of the people get divorced and they become so wretched, they can never come back to their normal life, you know. So it depends. But the children suffered a lot, you know. So we have to show more love to divorce home, the children that come from the divorce home, because you don't know what they are thinking. It's not all of them.
How is their suffering? Is it because they don't have the fatherly love there?
Yeah, they feel the pain.
Or the motherly love of,
the pain of parents not being together.
Most of the time, the primary or the person who mostly get favored is the women who stay more with the kids.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, the women always
Some of the kids love their fathers.
No, but then again, if you go through the procedure in the system, in the court, procedure, usually the women always have the upper hand than the men.
Because women can take good care of children.
So that's what I'm saying. So do they feel that pain because the father is not there?
Sometimes,
okay.
Yeah. And then sometimes when the children, especially girls, they love their father so much, but then as soon as they see somebody else coming to replace their mother, it becomes something else,
Okay.
So you have to have a regular conversation with them. You have to talk to them. And I have here that when parents talk to their children regularly about activities, it allows them to know that you care about their life. It also gives them positive sense of maturity, As you're talking to them, they learn something from the conversation. Because sometimes when I'm speaking to my children, even though they have higher education than me, I will also give my big English, and they will, what does it mean?
So you go
old English.
Your old English.
Yes.
Okay.
So
they always learn something
learn from
having,
you. Yes.
Conversation,
Yes.
consistent conversation with them.
Yes, and you can include questions too. It opens a way for you to be able to, know things about the child. So as you have constant conversation with them, it opens. They can tell you things.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you don't talk to them, how are you going to know?
Some of them are smart though. They don't tell you anything.
They don't. Well,
some of the kids are very smart, They can play with your mind.
They can, but you also have to have a way of knowing how to play with your mind. And that's when I said avoid rhetorical questions. Rhetorical questions. It seems like you know it already, but you are putting it to the person and expecting an answer, or you went to this bar, didn't you? So
you already know.
Right. So you avoid things like that. If you do that, you're shutting them off. They won't feel comfortable talking to you. So
the proper way should be, did you?
Oh, how was your day? So how was it out there?
No, after the conversation, so you go by to ask them, did you? Or instead of going and say, did you, went to, don't you?
Well, you start with, so how was it when you went out there? Did you have fun? You understand?
So you call them right there.
Did you have fun when you went out? He said, oh yeah. Oh, me and my friends, we went to this spot, and then the conversation will start. But hey, I saw you. Oh, you think I don't know where you went? You went to this. You shut them off right away. Yeah. So.
But that could have been a form of where maybe you've told them not to go, and then they sneak out and went, and then you got to know.
But you want to let her know that she did. So we call something pretend. Pretend as if you don't know anything.
Okay.
And have a nice conversation.
So parents, if you are watching, talking to your kids, you have to always pretend like you don't know. Even though you know, pretend like you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can use open-ended questions like who, what, where, when, why, or how. Oh, so who took you there? Who gave you a ride? Oh, wow. So how was the trip? Oh, so how did you go? Or did you enjoy, stuff like that. So use those open open-ended questions. Also encourage the child also in conversation by using conversation extenders. Sometimes they can't express themselves properly without your help. So then you can help them ask questions like, and then what happened?
So if you ask a child a question and they cannot express themselves properly, you would not have to express.
Because you know that she went there. But for her to come out and say, oh, so how did you go? Somebody came and gave us a ride. Oh, okay, and what happened? You understand?
Yeah, but you say that where they cannot express themselves, you have to.
Because they want to swallow the conversation. So then you help them, oh, okay, somebody pick you up. And then what happened?
So you have to shovel it through their throat to come out. Is that what you mean?
That is extended conversation.
Okay.
That is extended conversation.
Okay.
You are extending it. You understand? Because they want to swallow it. And if
you have to bring
keep
it out. So that's what I'm saying. You have to shovel it out to bring it out. Okay. Hello, viewers. If you are watching tonight, right from the studio here, Back TV Live and Stream, we are talking about the young and the youth adult of this 21st century, talking about why they feel unloved. And most of the things that they feel, the reason why they feel unloved is because most of the issues are from home. How we relate to them, things we do towards them, make them feel unloved. And sometimes it brings panic fear to them, that they always get afraid and they can't relate properly, they can't talk to you properly. So let's try as much as possible. Evangelist is here. She's a missionary. She's always on the field, talking to the young ones, talking to the youth. She's been having a lot of interaction with them. And there are more things that she hears from them. The reason why most of them are into that kind of situation. So tonight she's here and she's going to bring more to us so that the viewers, parents, let's all listening and let's get to know our kids, know them more, and get to know them better. So if you are here watching us, this is our topic for today. There are more questions that is going to be asked, but this is where we are right now. Before that, please remember, she's doing it on the missionary purposes. And like I said earlier, let's support her with this cost. Let's support her with this. At the end of the program, anytime we do the program, at the end of every program, there are phone numbers that you can call to contact to support what she's doing. She's doing a marvelous job. We've shown most of the clips that she has traveled, doing the missionary work, helping the kids, bringing them together, taking them from the street, and she's even in the mission of right now going to travel again, where she's going to be needing clothing, to the children who are out there. Some of them don't have clothing, some of them don't have, things, shoes to wear and all those things. So she's doing this for a worthy cause. She's not doing for her own pocket. She's doing everything. So let's try as much as possible to support her. And also we want to thank Believers Temple of Praise, who are proud sponsors for this program. Also Destiny Impact Worldwide. They are also part of our proud sponsors for this program. And we want to congratulate them for their great support for bringing this show to your home. And therefore, please don't go nowhere. We'll be right back as we take a quick break.
Fulfilling destiny depends on the choice you make in life. Make a choice today. Join Destiny Impact Worldwide Inc. Watch Impact Hour on Back TV and live stream this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by Dr. Harriet Ajay. And your life will never be the same. Destiny Impact Worldwide Inc. Shaping lives to fulfill purpose.
Thank you for staying tuned with us. We are back again live here with Evangelist Beatrice Abuaji. Where we ended is the topic is help the children to express themselves, because sometimes they want to hide what they want to tell you. So we as parents have to help them. And my question, so we have to shovel it out from their throat. We have to shovel it out from their throat to come out so they can swallow it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, as you do that, you'll be like, oh, wow. So, your friend picked you up? Okay. And what happened? you are helping the child to bring more conversation. And it also allowed them to know that you value their individual perspective.
Okay.
And so the conversation will be extended.
But have you got to that point, like when you're asking them, the kids will tell you, Mommy, why so much questions? Or Daddy, why are you asking so many questions?
Sometimes the way the question will go, they won't think fast to ask you that question. When they are asking you why so many questions is when you are doing rhetorical questions. That is where they do that. But when you make it in a conversational way.
So it doesn't have to be straight questions.
It doesn't have to be
a conversation.
Yeah.
We're interacting with them, like we're doing. We are talking. We're interacting.
You know, like your child went to field trip. Oh my God, you are back. You must be tired. How was it? Was it fun? You know, then he will start saying things to you. Oh, so who went? And then, you know,
then they start to bring
what
it up.
happened? Oh, so what did you do? So then if you know some of the friends, oh, this friend went to, oh, so what did the teacher teach you over there? Oh, so, you know, and the conversation.
You bring everything out
yes,
from them.
you will bring it.
Will be hidden.
So that's when you bring open-ended conversation. So how did you pick up the stuff? Oh, okay, so when did you guys get there and how, you know, so you bring when, where, how, and all those. Why.
Okay.
Yes. So, oh, so your friend, this person went. Oh, so why he didn't go? Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay, tomorrow when we go to school and we meet them, we will ask why. So the conversation will be open, smooth, nice and smooth. But if you make it boom, 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 like you are in a hurry, you know, whatever you are telling them.
I'll ask my production manager about that. I mean, because he has been there before, so I'm going to ask my production manager if that was a conversation that he's been having. If that he's gone through that before at the end of the program, I'm going to ask him.
Especially the men.
The men.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, so you have to have patience for the child and validate their feelings also. Validating their feelings, we must treat their emotions as very important, even if you don't understand or agree.
You must treat them as very important.
Very important, even if you don't understand.
If it doesn't make sense, you must treat it as valid.
Treat it very important.
Very important.
It makes them know that you think their perspective is important and worth listening to them. It make it clear also that that is okay for them. And it makes them feel the way they do feel, like whatever they are feeling. But if you shut them down, I used to do that. I used to ask my son, why are you asking that nonsense? Why are you asking that stupid questions? You know, so it came to a time that he won't ask me anything anymore. And then I also started getting worried.
You get worried why he's not now
right. So whether it's nonsense or whatever you think is, because you think it's nonsense, but that child doesn't think it's nonsense.
And maybe that's the way he can express
it. A child can ask you, why is the fire burning and is going up? You know.
Have you ever?
And that child may be a scientist.
Have you ever got to a place where people ask questions that they already know, like you say?
Yes.
Like
I was
somebody comes to you and see you eating, and then are you eating?
I saw that.
Are you eating? The person already just saw you that you are eating, but the person again now is asking you,
no, I'm sleeping.
Are you eating? You know, people ask those questions a lot, which they already know the answer. You know, and they see you. Oh, are you listening to music? You already know. You know.
Yeah. But the thing is, you don't have to do what they are saying.
Okay.
But you have to make them, you have to validate it. Let them know that they are important.
Okay.
You know, what they are saying. But you can find a way of explaining the question. If the question is anti-clockwise, you can clockwise it and correct it.
And correct it.
Yes.
Thank you, Evangelist. Good work. Good work. Let me quickly say, Samuel Efum, God bless you for watching. When I say praise God, we have David Amunuwinoto also watching. God bless you for Mariama Tumbojalo. God bless you for watching. Dr. Harriet J, thank you for watching. Joseph Boo, my brother, thank you for watching. Apostle Gideon Bafo, my only brother, all the way from Maryland. God bless you for watching. Ken Dapa from Canada, God bless you for watching. Felix Chidi, all the way from Texas, God bless you for watching. Thank you for all watching, listening to us. Please share the video, bring your comment. Felix said, how do you interact with a child who is struggling with her sexual identity as a parent? Evangelist, this question is for you.
Yeah, as African parents, it's going to be really hard. So,
why African parents?
Because we don't believe in those things. Nowadays, people are doing it for fashion. You know, I can tell you that a lot of African, especially where I come from, they do it for money. They do it for money because that thing is not our culture. It's abomination to where I come from. So if they are struggling with it, it means probably friends are trying to peer. We are coming to that part soon. Peer pressure, or because a lot of things goes on when they meet. They discuss a lot of them. One of the young guys was telling me when you meet, when the peer meets, you could see a real pressure on you. It's like if you are about 13, 10 or 12 of them are agreeing to do one thing. So if you are 2 or 1 and you don't want to do it, it's like you are really odd.
Okay.
And the pressure is on you.
On you, because the other people agree that you don't, so they put the pressure
So
on you.
eventually you will give in and say, okay, let me try and see. So if it's drinking, you try and see and drink. If it's alcohol, you do it. If it's sexual identity, then as is saying, because you've seen people around you doing it. You know, so the parent, first of all, is very hard. Very, very hard. But you have to maybe change your community.
Would that change the child? If you change the community, would that change the child?
Because something happened for that child to begin to have that kind of mentality. You understand? And they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you. So either you find help, counseling, or counselor, or pastor, or somebody who will be able to shovel it and find out what made the child get to that point. Because I know Ghanaian children that are doing that thing, but they don't want their parents to know.
I don't think changing community will help. The counseling will help, because a thief will always be a thief, no matter where he or she finds herself.
Oh, sometimes some of them change.
So I think
because sometimes it's a strong pressure and a strong environment that is influencing that particular child to do or to take that decision. Maybe, I told you my story about training college, right? I didn't tell you. I was at the training college when somebody came to sell stuff, food, and every day that she will bring me fufu with banquine, katekwine, every day special food. Where's bead and chimesa? I was holding position, so I was always busy going around the campus and all that. So every time she comes, she come and meet my roommates. And every time my food is always special, even though she's selling. But I didn't go to secondary school,
And she
so I
give it
didn't.
for free, or she sell it?
She's giving it to me for free.
For free.
So when we're about to close, she came over there. Oh, I come to say hello, bye to you, and then he came with all kinds of sheets and so make a tent around my bed, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then all my roommates started laughing at me. You know, I was like ignorant. I didn't know anything.
Okay.
You understand? Not knowing that type of stupid thing they do. She likes me as stupid.
Okay.
But she was never able to come to me to tell me, because that time I was also busy as SU at the campus. You see what the devil will do. So I said, listen, I'm not one of those SU type of...
So did she ask you to pay back all the
roommates? All the roommates they were laughing at me. They said, you're going to pay back, you're going to pay back. All of them were saying, you know, because some of them have gone to secondary school and they know me, I've heard about it, but that was my first experience.
Okay.
I said, you better get yourself together and live here now. And the girl went with strong anger. I said, I don't care. You know, so I'm like, so you people know what the girl is doing? They're like, so every day when you are eating the food, what do you think?
So does it mean they were also into it?
All of them were eating the food.
No,
they were happy.
Does it mean they were also part
Probably because I saw some of them. No, they were not doing what the girl was doing, but I saw, a lot of them saying, because some of them went to secondary school, so they knew.
Was it a girls' school?
A Kibi Training College is not a girls' school. It's a mixed school, but, you know, dormitory is only girl, yes.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is that if God did not help me, I was going to get involved with that girl.
Get yourself involved into it.
You understand? And look at the things she has offered me from beginning of the semester till the last day I was leaving the campus.
So that is why I was saying that changing your community or changing environment might not be probably the best thing to do, but rather if we can get a counselor,
to counsel the person.
To counsel the person would be the best option. You know, that would be there because you were able to come out with it because by the help of God.
Right.
So if that person is going through the same thing, then we still need the person also to be able to get out from by the help of God. So that person, so changing the environment probably might not be the best solution.
Because usually those who are pursuing you, they will do their possible best to give you things, gifts, expensive things that you can never think of, you know. And so after doing all those things, then sometimes they begin to threaten you.
Okay.
Because if that girl, if I was not strong, she was going to start some kind of nonsense. And, you know, I warned her.
So I believe we've answered the question from for Felix Chidi. The reason is the person have to, you know, get a counselor to be able to get through out of, you know, that sexual identity, and you know, by the help of God. Then again, he said, we live in America, and as a parent who is afraid of driving the child into depression for saying it is an abomination, what should I do?
Counseling. Take the child to counseling. Pastor, if you go to church, let your pastors. And the problem is sometimes they don't even want to go to church.
The problem, they don't want to go to church.
They don't want to go to church, so I would say my number one thing I would say is prayer. Because I shared my testimony about my son left.
Right.
I couldn't hear from him. I had a vision of him being underneath the the ground. And then when I woke up, I started praying. I had to go and do 3 days dry fasting and prayers. And then after that, he called me after almost 3 months. And then I was sitting here, right here in your church, when I got a call that he has packed his stuff from wherever he was, and he has bought a ticket and come.
He's coming home.
Came home.
Praise
without
God.
struggle. So my number one thing that I can say is prayer.
So Felix Chidi, evangelist is saying one of the most key thing for this such situation is prayer. And prayer answer it all. And then again, he said, God bless you for bringing a productive such things into our lives. God bless you.
Oh,
God bless you. Yeah.
Thank you.
He's congratulating you. Say God bless you for, bringing, the answer to
Yeah, because the children are really suffering. That is why we are doing this program. Parents, we don't know what they are going through. They are very, very confused. Because even somebody was telling me, Mommy, now we don't know what to do. Because before it was just one thing, gay, lesbian. We don't want to divert our conversation to that place, but since, we're talking about it. And he said now, bisexual, by this, and he mentioned so many things within that category. He mentioned so many things. And I said, wow, that is what's going on. He said, yes. I said, can you write all of them down? I'll get it next week and then I'll bring it to you. So it's like, if you are in a world like this, and all these things are going on, what do you do? And it's like the pressure is on you.
That is why they need to refrain from all those things. Because especially, like I said, we are in a technological world now. And everything is on social media. Everything is on, things they see.
Yeah.
They listen to it, and most of them get a sight into all those things. So the things that are going around, that is, I believe is really getting into them, for them to get into such acts.
And the lady, she can get psychologist for her daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Psychologist.
Yes.
Okay. Is he actually?
Because it's a he.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes in the churches, some of the churches, some psychologists are believers. So as they are counseling them also, they are putting in the word of God.
Okay.
So by the time they finish the session, you see your child is okay.
Okay. Please share the video, share your comments with us. Thank you so much for watching. Esther A.C. Hader, God bless you watching. Charles Agbeko, thank you for watching. Share your comments, share your views, share the video. Go on YouTube, like the page, subscribe on YouTube channel. Go on Facebook, type in Back TV Live and Stream and like the page. So anytime we are on, you get a notification, you'll be alert and know that we are on. Every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are here talking about the youth and the young generation of this 21st century, the things that they go through, why they are not feeling loved. Most of them were discussed here last week and previously, that most of the issues that they feel the way they feel because of majority of the issues are from home. They are not being loved. And most of them also go through the divorce session of when parents get divorced. It affects them. It gets them through emotional depression, stress, and so many things. And these are some of the things that we'll be discussing, trying to see what, as a community, as a people, as a whole, what can we do? Because, like I always say, we always say that the children are our future generation. But then again, I said, if we don't get them into the movement now, how can they be the future generation? So this is the time for us to bring them together and let them get involved, know what is going on, so that when we are not there, then we call them, we call them the future generation. But if we don't get them now, and we are expecting that we'll be saying that they are the future generation, and they are out there doing their own thing, how do they become the future generation? So we have to get them involved into the movement so that we can all move together, so that they know, so that they see, before you can be a leader, you have to be led. So if we don't lead them, how can they be a leader?
Yeah, they will get lost.
They will get lost.
Yeah.
So we have to lead them so that they follow us.
Yes.
And then so when we are not there, then they follow, they take the lead.
Yeah.
And then they go there. So please share the videos, share your comments, share your thoughts with us. Those that are watching, Michael Adumaku Presence, a fireman, God bless you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Share the video, share your thoughts. We are talking about how the youth and the teenagers are not being loved. It could be even in the church, it could be at home, it could be school, anywhere, society, they don't feel accepted. They have been, rejected, and they like I said, Bob Marley said something, I said that in the midst of the abundance of the water, you can still be alone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't know where you're going.
Right. So even though you can be in the group of people and you can still be left alone because you don't know, because there's no love.
Yeah.
There's no love around you. So please share the video, share your thoughts with us, and we're taking a commercial break and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Experience an atmosphere of worship, pure worship, with Nana Osei, the Worshipers album launch on April the 14th, 2019. Courtesy BB Events and HGMP at 3 p.m. sharp at Tomrick Hotel East Lake on Accra, Ghana. Special performances: Randy Ajimai, Pastor Isaiah, Sissy Chum, Reverend Mary Genser, SP Kofi Sapong, Francis Amu, Ohima Messi, and Stacey Amawi, author of The King's Choice. For more information, call 0263-159-382 or 0203-299-538. This is an event you don't want to miss. See you there.
Help me sing.
Thank you so much, viewer, for staying tuned with us. This is Back TV Live and Stream here, Rare Time with AB, and I have with me Evangelist Beatrice Abuaji here with me at the studio, the visionary for YAMI, which is Youth Ablaze Ministry International. She's doing a very wonderful job dealing with the youth and the young adult of this 21st century. She has a passion for what she's doing. She loves what she's doing, and God has called her into that ministry, and she's doing a marvelous and tremendous job around the kids. And she's here with us. She was giving some valid key points as we were having the discussion, and I would like you to continue so that those that are watching can also be,
Okay.
maybe you might know people have also been writing certain things down, and people are learning other things too. So I want you to continue so that give us the valid key points that you have.
Yeah, allow the child to learn from their own mistakes. Teaching them independent means to allow for a higher possibilities of mistakes, its natural consequences, and learning a new skills.
So hold on. Allow the child to learn from their own mistakes. So if
I can give you an example.
Okay.
Okay, before my son was going to go, I put him on cable, and I gave him responsibility to pay for the cable. So he paid, then his credit was up to like 8 point something. So when he was going to buy a car, he didn't need a co-signer. He bought a car, and then he left. When I put full coverage on it, he went and took the full coverage off, thinking that he's smart.
What was the reason?
He think it's expensive. I did expensive for him, so he can do it better. He did not ask me.
So he went and put liability.
He went and put liability. Unfortunately, he had an accident, and so the insurance paid, but he has to pay the something up. When you buy a car and insurance pay, there's something that if you have full coverage, the dealers pay for it.
Okay.
I forgot, if I remember, I'll tell you. So it was his responsibility to pay. That's number one. Number two, he didn't have any more car.
So let me ask you this question. Were you happy?
No, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy that he did that.
Okay.
Because first of all, he wasn't going to get a car. He's very forceful. But because he's ignorant he was ignorant of what he did, you know. And so I'm not going to say that I'm angry because you made that mistake. I just kept quiet and I watched him. And like I said, I prayed. Or I was praying for God to bring him. So when he came, it's not even a month. You know something? He learned a hard way. He said, I'm going to rebel. And then when it happens like that, the job he's doing, because he didn't have a car, he could not do better job.
So when that incident happened, because we are talking about we should allow the child to learn from their own mistakes. I've come to a place I see people, parents, like we say these things, it is out there.
Some parents will go and buy another car for him and pay for it.
Not even that, but in the scenario where major tragedy or something happens, and then parents will say, yeah, I told you, but you didn't listen to me. You see now what has happened? Like they feel like if you had listened to me, this thing wouldn't have happened. So that's what I'm asking you, were you happy when that thing happened to him?
No, because I did child psychology and I know I told you that thing, and then also when you do marriage counseling, you can't say that to your husband. So I know when something bad happened to somebody, you shouldn't go and say, I told you.
Okay.
You understand? Especially
I told you you didn't listen to me.
Right.
You know.
Never do that. Never do that. Because as soon as you say that, you shut the person down at once.
Okay.
You understand? Even if you say it, let the incident pass, and maybe in the near future when you guys are talking about it, to laugh.
But you can call the child and let the child, this is the reason why you did what you did. But then again, this is what he did, and that is the reason why,
look,
you know.
Parents will, some of the parents can't even stand it. They will even give you slap. Or,
they want to kill you right away.
Right.
Roast you.
But hold your peace. Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
That's what I'm saying. So, that's the reason why I'm asking you that, because I know some parents, they can't even hold it at all.
The best thing to do...
What they want to roast you right there.
The best thing to do is find out how the child is going to make another move, another step. Like, how are you going to be able to work? You know, first of all, find out the condition of the child. This is an accident. Were you hurt? Are you okay? You want to go to therapy? And teenagers don't want to go to therapy. They don't. Even if you ask them, go to therapy, let the insurance compensate you so you can buy another car, they don't want to do that.
As a young kid growing up, I used to wash my uncle's car every morning before I have to go to school. I have to make sure I wash the car. Sunday, Saturday, every morning, you know. Even if I don't wash it with soap, sometimes I just have to use just water to just make sure the car is neat. And one weekend, I have to do thoroughly detailing of the car. You know, and that day,
no pay.
And that day, he happens that he was out with a friend. So when I finished all this detailing the car, I said, let me do a test drive. Because I've been washing this car and I never had a chance. And honestly, I took the car out. I was able to back up. I don't know how to drive, but I was very young. I took the car out, went around, came back. But coming home to enter into the house, that is where the front end of the car hit the main pole of the gate.
Wow.
And the funny thing is, when he came and I told him, he never said anything.
Yeah.
Up to now that I'm sitting here, he never said anything. What he said was okay. And then by the time I realized, the next morning the car front was fixed.
When you do that, you felt guilty, right?
I did.
You didn't feel like, okay, he didn't say anything, so I'll do it again.
No.
Okay.
You know, and I even thought maybe he would tell me not to even wash the car anymore and stuff, but he never said anything. I was still doing my duty.
Sometimes silence makes consent. It means consent, sometimes. So sometimes it's because your life is more important than the car. And if you had, if anything had happened to you, they would African would even say he used you for
something,
money or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't die. You are alive. You are okay. All right. So my son, I told him, so when he came back, Apostle, within 1 month or something, he is able to work and paid off all his debts. He told me today.
So that make him now a responsible person.
That make him responsible. Okay. I didn't direct him to do anything. If he wants to, he will ask me, so what do you think? Should I do this, that? I'll give him a little advice, direct him and all that. But he has become, the point is, what we are trying to bring to them is that if you allow him to face his consequences and learn from his mistakes, it makes him, it makes him trust in himself to make good choices.
Okay.
And now he has made a good choice.
Okay.
He has worked, he paid off his debts, and the next thing he's going to do is to buy his own choice of car.
Then
he got a good job.
He become more responsible to what he's doing. Okay.
And it's all boiled to prayers. Nowadays, talking too much cannot help. And if you're a believer, go on your knees and pray for them.
Pray. Just kneel down and pray.
Yep.
Lift up your voice.
And pray. Because prayer, I have come to realize that prayer is more sharper, that can sharpen the children than any other thing. Prayer.
That two-edged sword.
Just talk to God. Yeah. And
Let your eyes be ripe.
Let your eyes be ripe. Give your child choices. Allow them to have a genuine choices. And then also let them know they are unique. Be consistent to make the child well-being safely. So that is what I can say. Thank
you so much, Evangelist, for your insightful inputs based on the discussion we're having. Let me also acknowledge a few people. Colin Sefa, Junior Landlord, thank you for watching. Hey, Lady Reverend, Rama Destiny, long time. Thank you for watching. Minister Emmanuel Bakubafu, thank you for also watching, for joining us. We are talking about the youth and the young adult of 21st century. Why most of the things they get themselves involved into is because maybe sometimes they don't feel loved at home. Now, Evangelist, let me ask you this question. I hear parents say this. I don't feel loved for my children anymore. I don't feel love for my children anymore. What do you have to tell us?
For a parent to come out and say that I don't feel love for my children anymore, again, there's a root cause. What is causing, what happened, and the parent came out to say that some of the children are very difficult children, always bringing problems home and stuff. So when the parents get overwhelmed, they say that. And it's not because they don't love them. They are just overwhelmed. They are tired of the problems they are bringing. That's what made them say. They say it out of frustration. Out of frustration. They don't mean it. It's just coming from their mouth. But let something happen to the child, you see how the parents will be running to that same child that is So when you are dealing with difficult children, I have said something like that before. Yeah. Because there was a time that, especially, again, when there's a conflict in a family, and you see that the man is trying to influence the children against you, or the woman is trying to influence the children, putting bad things in the head, because like when me and my husband got separated, my daughter has to go and live with them because I had a problem with the law. Okay. So my late husband's sister and her children, everybody in the family were telling my daughter that your mother has abandoned you. So that word, your mother has abandoned you, entered into her head. So even if, Bronze here, so even if she come to me and I said, I'm going to parental classes and all that, now I'm done, you can come to me. She didn't want to come because why did you abandon?
She still feel that you were not there for her.
Right. You know, so it came to a time she wrote a letter. I should tell her who her real mother is. And I was so hurt. I was so hurt. She took a train or whatever, came with their father. And so when they came, she slot the letter underneath my door and left. So when I read it, I cried. Because here is the case, I have 5 kids, I lost 2, and I have, you know, and my only daughter telling me I should tell her who her real mother is. I'm like, who has been talking to her? Who has been talking to her? So it was later on, I invited her, we went out, bought, you know, a few clothes for her and all that for her graduation. Then he told me everything that they've been telling her.
So this brought back to our, I believe, maybe our early or maybe middle of our episode where we were talking about relationship
and conflict. Yes.
Relationship conflict with the parents and the kids.
And in between that, oh my God, she can say anything she want to say. But I didn't know, because we also have to know that sometimes the brain behind what is happening in a family, in a marriage and everything is the devil. It's the devil. So, I mean, it will happen like, I mean, I don't know what she hears. She will just pick up a phone and just say anything at all she wants to say to me and just hang the phone. Right. So until I noticed that it was a manipulating spirit, I was always crying. And it's like, either I kill myself or kill her, both of us, and, you know. But when I noticed that this is what is causing my daughter to do what she's doing,
because I hear a lot of parents say, I don't feel loved for my children anymore.
Yeah. You go through the pain. They do things to you, and, I mean, they can hurt you. One occasion, the father came. That was Mother's Day. Mother's Day. The father came unannounced. He said, I'm taking my son. So he took my son, and he came with my daughter. Yeah, we are taking our brother. Find a way to be happy if you think you are a mother. Then I started thinking. I started thinking, I'm like, what is going on? So that's when I said no. So when they were going, she texted me, are you able to find a way to be happy on Mother's Day? But prior to that, she was sending me card, beautiful card. I still have the card. So when she did that, I went back to the card and I read the card and I read the words that was in the card. And something told me it's not her. It's the one that is influencing her.
So then again, as parents, we have to be very careful with things we say, because you say you said it before.
Yes.
You know, but out of the frustration, the anger, and all those things that made you say what you said.
You are sad.
So that
your child, your daughter will come to you Mother's Day and say, we are going, find a way to be happy. You know, and it's not only that, I can be saying, you know, everything on over here. So it's like it hurts. It will just enter into your heart and you feel like just die, you know. But again, it's not them, it's the devil.
So parents, we have to be very, very careful things we say towards our kids, especially saying that I don't feel loved for my children anymore, or I don't love you anymore, towards a child. When that thing gets into them, they take it.
But they too, they say it all the time. I hate you, Mom. I hate you, Dad. Don't they say it? But if you say it back to them, then...
Yeah, but then they're looking at you, Like you said, parents say it, they don't mean it. They also say it, they don't mean it.
Yeah.
But then again,
when they want something,
you as a
you're not
parent,
giving
when you
it
say
to
it,
them.
they take it more seriously.
More seriously, yeah.
They take it more seriously.
Yeah.
But then again, if they keep saying that too, then we have to tell them, we don't say that. We don't say those things. When a child tells you, Daddy, I don't like you anymore, I don't, I hate you, it got to be something that will lead for those things to happen. I don't think kids will just get up and say, I hate you, I don't like you, Mommy, I don't hate you, Daddy, I hate you, Daddy. It has to lead to something have to, there is no fire without a smoke.
When you are telling them to do things...
There's no smoke without a fire.
With fire.
So those things have something that really generates those things to lead those kids to be, or the parents to be saying that. So out of frustration, out of anger, out of whatsoever, we are pleading for the mothers and the parents that we should be very careful words that comes out of our mouth, because even the Bible says words are powerful.
Yes.
Life and death lie in the power of the tongue.
Yes.
So things that we say can either lead them to death or give them, hope and bring them to a place of happiness. So we
and
have
the
to be,
parents should be careful.
Yeah.
Don't pollute your child against the other party. Because I know a lady, when I went to Ghana, a lady has a son with one of my friends, and she won't allow the child to see the father. The child is like almost 18, 19, and the lady still doesn't want the child to go to the father. Why?
You see, those things happen. It happened because most of the time, maybe the child goes to the daddy, asks for something. Daddy at that moment didn't have it, but goes to mommy.
And mommy will give it. So mommy is the favorite.
Mommy is the favorite.
Yes,
so
explain to the child.
Those happens.
Explain to the child. Maybe your daddy doesn't have it. I have it, I'll give it to you. See, when I got divorced, people were bothering me, take me to child support, blah, blah. I didn't. I'm not saying nobody should do it. Nowadays, I encourage people to do it because you look at the situation, you understand?
Did you just say that?
I did say that because some of them, they do have it, but they don't want to do it.
Okay. That would be another topic to be discussed. Thank you for watching, Klena Manatri from Ghana. Thank you for watching Prophet One, Eja Abraham Nyamfo. Thank you for watching all the way from Ghana. Please share your views, share your comments. Go to YouTube, subscribe on YouTube. We are on live on Facebook page, like Back TV Live and Stream, and you will still be on. We also want to thank Believers Temple of Praise, who are proud sponsors for this program. Destiny Impact Worldwide, thank you for being proud sponsors for this program. We have here with me in the studio Evangelist Beatrice Abuaji, who is the visioneer for YAMI, Youth Ablaze. The first time I saw the name without the I thought it was Yam. So I was craving. So it's YAMI, Youth Ablaze Ministry International. And she has a passion for the young adult, the youth, and she's been dealing with them, working around with them. And this summer, like I said, hopefully by the grace of God, we're going to bring up activity for them so that they can also see themselves that they also belong to the society, they belong to the community. They don't feel, neglected and abandoned, so that they know that they are, they have loved. Yes. They have love. People love them. We love them. Yeah. We should not just, abandon them. Yeah. And therefore, tonight, so soon, we have to bring the curtains down again. There's so much to talk about this. So much to discuss. Pictures. So much to discuss. I want to thank all of you, our viewers, for watching and your contribution, your views and everything. Thank you so much. Orlando, thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Next week, same time, 7:30, we are here, Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be talking more about this topic again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I also want to thank my production manager, Akrofi, who is doing a wonderful, tremendous job, making us look all beautiful on this screen that you are seeing us. Even though we are the locomotive thing, you know. But he tries possible to make her look so good on the video. Thank you so much, Akrofi. Thank you so much for your hard work making us look very blasphemous on the thing. God bless you so much, viewers. Thank you so much. Same time next week, we'll be here again. Bye-bye.